Yeah.
I don't sit down after number and then the camera on.
All right.
Then
MBJ,
mute.
then you just
Then you have to mute.
not go mute.
Okay. Let me move my
Maybe
mic.
you cannot worry. Yeah, hit my YouTube channel.
The music go play the one thing.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Um, ñu ngi leen naan nuyu ku nekk sa tur ak sa santa. Su fekkee yéen a ngi ñoo dégg rek loud and clear mun ngeen ñoo joxe a thumb up. See comment sections, you should be able to know that we are okay. And when you continue life, if you can get us clearly, can you just please give us a thumb up? Yeah, Abib, whilst we wait for, hold up, but I believe we're on live, so that's fine. All right. Jërëjëf Hampate. Thank you. Welcome, bro. All right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Once again, ñu ngi naan nuyu ku nekk sa tur ak sa santa. Welcome back to our it used to be Wednesday edition, straight talk. Why? Because ñëpp xam nañ ne ñu ngi dugg ci weeri koor. And then this is one of the days we had prior to our game against Mali. And before I use this opportunity to say Ramadan Kareem to everyone. Ñu ngi baalu ñëpp aha, te di baalu ñëpp ñu ñaan si yàlla rek dugg si bismillahi rahmani rahim, na génn si alhamdulillah rabbi alamin. Di leen wax ne rek, we're really, really proud. I'm happy about everybody. And di continuer di ñaanal ñëpp, ñaanal dëkk bi, yal na jaama yàgg Gambia, ñaanal suñu boys yëpp, ñu ngi dugg si game bi on Friday, si biir Ramadan bi, let's just ñu ngi leen ñaanal continuer dina ñaanal rek because national duty lañ nekk. I think it's responsibility of every meaningful Gambian to serve your nation, to go and serve it with distinction. And then, suñ xelang si ñoom, we will continue to support them. We will continue to be proud of our boys, because yombut sacrifice the by a club, with all the incentive in the national team to serve. Why come we have a very, very crucial game. Duñ ko put a deaf air. Why didn't you share our support with the boys in against Mali? It's one of the most important crucial games we had. Whatever happens from AFCON up till now, dafa passé. Legi, we are under a new phase. Very important, very crucial game. And then si loolu lañ bëgg a ñëw waxtaan si, and then just share our thoughts comme niñ ko dee defee. Waaye balaa maa def dara de dinaa invite Habib moom tamit mu am lim share balaa ñëw xuus si programme bi.
Wow, Asana. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Comme ni nga ko waxee rek tey is another day. Normally nekkut sun nekkut day boo xam ne dañ ko schedule noonu waaye because of the nature of what's happening, so you come up with the idea that we have to come online today to talk about our football. So leen bàyyi xel sax ñëwuñ the usual time buñ dee ñëw because loolu dafa am lu ko waral because I also have a schedule. You all know Ras Judah, my brother. My mom they am a plan. So the ma waxoon ne pour ñu ñëw live tey at 8 o'clock Gambian time. So for that being the case, the program will water cancel because I already gave him my word. Yes, it's gonna happen. So no matter we have to bring it a little bit earlier. Just to understand what new time be, the normal time is 7 p.m. Gambian time. Just to understand the reason. So because of that, we have to bring this show a bit earlier for Mamunam time to share that platform with Ras Judah, 8 p.m. Gambian time. So Sanam Kohe is a very crucial game. It's a good game. It's a game where possibly would not define the next phase, what's going to happen. So no matter one the magnitude of the game because it's a two-legged game, like home and away. They would not decide because of all if we need a Gambia, you 3 points there. So possibility more I am 9 points, or you am 6 points, or you am 3 points, or you am 1 point. So it's a very tricky situation to be. Why it's football, football more nyami toilet. Can't find more than anything is possible. So we expect to have a very good and quick one. So guys, keep following and keep sharing also. It's also good to share link because share with your friends and family members. Wherever you have this is happening. So Sana.
Jërëjëf Habib. Jërëjëf si clarification bro, and I'm sure some people would be wondering why this time, but I think you make it very clear. Suma waaji moom dafa nubatu woon waaye fexe naa bi ko loxati Soul Swiss, the famous Soul Swiss. Soul, welcome.
Sara jërëjëf waay maa ngi nuyu ñëpp ñu nekk di follow right now. Come no leen ko waxee rek, it's all about Gambia, about the national team, so lu ndaw luñ xam rek loolu la ñoo share ak the viewers, so we're looking forward to it.
Habib, nañ go straight to the camp. Gis nañ ne of late am nañ a little bit of setback. Yusuf Njie was initially in the provisional squad, but the report we get in boy, he was injured. So he wouldn't be available for the game.
Yeah.
Even after Bunko Oye name in the 25-man squad on Monday. Also, New Gisne Bambalai has been recalled to replace Yusuf Njie, which is good. And then it's the more the advantage of having a depth of players that you can pick from. It's really difficult when it comes to selection. It's really difficult, but it's difficult in one area, but in other area as well, from the coach's point of view, is healthy because you have an opportunity to pick the best out of the rest. And then Bambalai inclusion was, in fact, I think his exclusion in the team was little bit like, wow, okay, but that's very normal in any selection, proper selection. But I'm glad the lad had enough, he embraced the opportunity. He flied in with the camp, and you could see the pictures from the Gambia Football Federation sent Facebook page. He looks happy. Everybody looks happy. But we still have notable players who were not at camp until today. The likes of Captain B. I understand that he joined the team. He's already joined the team today. Modu Seka Baro is yet to join the team. Ali Sow is yet to join the team. And these are important players. These are really, really important players. We needed all the experienced players and all our best players in the camp. Playing against Mali, it's just like a final that we had in our hands. And naka nga jangate preparation national team towards this crunch game against Mali in Bamako.
Basically, I think seeing what happened in the past, I think this is one of the worst preparation we had so far in terms of having the players together on time, which is very important because you have the national team don't have time to spend together. So every day of it counts. I think having the players on time, because you have the European leagues, how it goes. Players they play during the weekend. After that, FIFA or CAF calendar, you have the matches midweek. So all the players should report on time to allow the coach to allow the coach to have a very, very good preparation. Why so why another players access the team I don't think we have the best of preparation in terms of having the whole group at the same time. You wanna prepare Uba. I think Lulu is not good going forward, and I think they should distance themselves from this kind of thing. And it might all goes down to communication. Ak young players like invite on time because they am privilege to understand concerning players how they are invited, when and where. So the fact that players knowing on time, these are things you have to understand, especially players from Turkey. Send my handle, so when you understand this. For example, Ibrahim Makoli was there on time, and then you see the rest didn't come on time. These are unanswered questions. What happened with Yusuf Njai Tamin? He was in the court of the 25-man squad, so why it takes long? Right now, I didn't see any official publication. From our authorities. I understand that if you go from the live scores up, you could see that he got an injury. But we have to rely on the authorities in terms of player more help. But this is my friend for him. One Yusuf Njai is officially injured, so Bambalai Moko replace. I think telling the people what's happening with the players is also very important because they owe us explanation about our team. But nonetheless, Bambalai is a top player. Even before I knew Yusuf Njai, Bambalai deserves to be in the court based on what he do or does on the pitch. So information is very, very important concerning what is happening with the national team. But in our country, it's always difficult to get information because this Yusuf Njai or Ganyu from the officials is coming out from other people, which I think is not right because national team GFF Facebook page, they should be telling people everything happening in that squad. Why I don't think we have the best of preparation in terms of having the group together. But every day you get speculated if I knew, so I don't think that energy is good going forward. So Lulu, what then go avoid? Lulu go avoid them way. Could be the invite players on time earlier. And do away with this 32-man squad is BS. just invite the players before the final week of the league. So player gaañoo ñu xam ne player dafa gaañu then you know who to come next. But you nga invite 32-man squad and ba léegi amaguñ the entire squad in camp, and today is Wednesday, so meaning suba gaa ñoo free up. So if anybody is late today and it's already after 6 European time, so if any player didn't come to camp today, Kokusa, I don't think he should play for the first game, because you have tomorrow I'm like more free up now. So having the players on time for 5 days, it's very important, because you could work on your formation and set young player I use. We understand that Ali is not in camp. Getting information concerning Lutah delay. Why we don't want to go into speculations and causing unnecessary noise within the team, because right now team, I don't think that we need that. We need more of a positive energy towards Friday. Why? Some people might be blaming the player himself without knowing it's not his fault. How many of you understand? Because Gambian sometimes no, you have to know why. And the reason why information. They just play with the blame game, and which is not helping. Why I think that it's gonna be a very difficult game, especially inside Mali. It's gonna be tough. It's football. If we can turn up and if players are ready mentally, I think we amend the quality to give Mali a right in terms of the players. For example, to play the right players. Right players means players get compete on a regular basis. To play against Mali, even though Mali might be better on paper, we can give them a test, a very good right, and I believe in that. Why? I'm not going there saying Gambia is going to win like that. No. Because we are not superior than Mali. Mali is superior in terms of football at this right time. They are superior. But football is not played on paper, it's played on the pitch. So you may turn up against Mali with a good tactics from the coach. I think the players experience, meaning play at the highest level, AFCON. So I think mentally they should be ready to face Mali, and they can manage any kind of pressure, during that game. But honestly, for women, I'm the best of preparation, because players in camp, three players also are yet to be in camp, and those are highly talented players. Then there's a problem. But still, we have a day to go, and then Sana, we will see what the boys will give us on Friday. Because football is all about turn up. Sometimes you might be younger, though I'm the best runner form, but in a particular game, you like not show up. So be at your best, and we hope Nelo may happen on Friday.
Yeah.
If it happens not to happen on Friday, we have another day to
make it
fix
happen.
Yes. So it's 2 matches. Man, I don't mind losing to Mali in Bamako and putting them in Bamako. I don't mind. In as much as we share the points with them, man, I'm good with that. The moment to accept more, you mailing points. Mailing points means losing to Mali twice. If you do that, that's catastrophic. But if we can share the points, preferably 3 points, that would be good, because that will give us 6 and 2 matches to go. Meaning 4 points in Kujele, we are going to qualify. Manolo.
Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot. Balamanyo is sorry. You can do this quickly. Congratulations, Aziz. He's a regular contributor to platform bi. Sa liggéey rafet na. Xam naa nañ ko bàyyi noonu de waaye suñu xelang si yow ak sa family bi. xam naa ne du mun a toog nag because il faut mu contribute in one way or the other. So always si comment box bi You can see he's trying to send his thoughts, which we will continue reading. Abib Yangilal, very important point, which is very important point to understand. We've got a lot of information regarding the camp. I personally have spoken to a lot of people, around the camp, and then I have got valuable information regarding the whole thing. But coming our we are not going to be like bringing in that negative energy to the team, because at the end of the day, all what we are doing, all what we are saying is about for us to go in and get a positive results. And in getting a positive result, it is important for us to put a positive energy towards the game. And now next game we are into the game right now, because it's just one day to go. Whoever is in camp, whoever is not in the camp, yes, we can always sit here and say that the preparation we don't think is ideal. We could have done better as a country, to make sure that we have a better preparation. When it comes to players, selection of players, it is entirely the responsibility of the coach and his technical team. In fact, it's the responsibility of the coach. So it's really, really, really important for us to know that he has his priorities. He needs to prioritize things, which is really important. But that being said, Saul, you've been following these boys ever since up till now. What is your own opinion or observation regarding the training camp and then the preparation towards the Mali game?
Okay, sana jërëjëf waay. Waaw man moom lu ma gis ci training camp bi comme Habib nu ko wax préparation bi baaxut in a sense that lu tax ma ne baaxut at the first place nuñ invite players yi man foofu la am problème because yow soo war a play before match xam nañ ban date lañ war a play xam nañ boobu noonu at least 2 weeks before the game players yu war a ñëw comme like 25 players yoo war a invite ñoom yëpp dañu war a jot seen invitation yaa ngi understand so yow soo war a send invitation player boobu noonu replied sa email bi wala sa mail bi till you go ahead you put that player on the 25-man list so player boobu noonu su ñëwut foog naa boobu noonu coach lañu war a blame si side boobu noonu man I'm not going to blame any player for that because yow soo send nit email ma email la 2 weeks before the game for example or 1 week before the game you don't even open my mail or you don't reply my mail still you go ahead you put that person on the list so boobu noonu moom kay foog naa coach bi lañu war a blame loolu wala ku dee mail place yi because I know nekku ne coach bi moo dee email place yi personally so but after that loolu su fa jógee place yi ñuñ oo ñeneen ñëw neen on time ñeneen ñëw on time because even the captain himself didn't come on time tey si suba si la Omar Colley aga si camp bi information bu ma jot si suba si nii tey parce que yesterday at night I was talking to people around the camp time boobu noonu Omar Colley nekkul fa woon so si suba si bi nii la duga si camp bi so ñu ngi wax ne Ali ñëwangut Modou Barrow ñëwangut so it's not encouraging so why I think ñi nekk si camp bi boys yi ñu ngi pare nag pour joxe luñ mun so let's hope for the best right yeah because maa ngi dégg you guys are saying that we should not talk about the negative side or the negative energy bi waaye xam naa after the double leg bi dañu war a mun a ñëwaat fii waat ñu waxaat everything what goes around da ngaa gis ne public bi xam for the next match bi da ngaa gis ne ñoom tam ñu mun a rectifier seen mistakes yi because yow ak Habib ak man ak keneen suñu am privilège di xam lan moo nekk di dox ñuy nekk di follow ñoom xamuñ ko so sometimes the followers will be blaming the players or the coach or the federation whilst they don't know the fact what is going on. So I think after the game or after everything, we have to come back here again. All what we know, ñu wax ko because all based on facts. Nekkul ne ñun dañoo ñëw fii pour fabricate dara, because luñ xam rek loolu la ñoo wax. because we have the privilege to talk to, even some of Tom's, technical team, we have people, we talk to them, they tell us everything, what is going on. So why right now, bobu nekut time buñ ko wara wax ni.
Yeah,
So, and
so
ma foog ne tam, okay. Ma
Yeah,
foog
go
ne
ahead.
Friday lañu wara play. Friday lañu wara play. So
Yeah.
I think Taylor guy wara buy Morocco, I think, because they have to use the stadium where we should play our game. They have to use that stadium for the free up.
Yeah.
So place yu ñëwut right now ni place yu nekkut ci kam mun nañu wax ne ñoom du ñëw wala suñu war a ñëwaat ñoom Morocco la ñu war a fekk waat gaay pour return leg bi waaye first game bi I don't think they can make it.
Yeah, basically from a technical point of view, I don't think it's ideal. I'm playing a day before comes a free up day be la joint team be one practice session with the team. Mun nañoo si suñ xalaat bu ndaw mun nañoo wax ne player boobu probably Ali Moseka Barrow will definitely be out of the first game because from a coaching point of view.
Even the captain just entered the camp this morning. So xëy na benn session la moo amaa gaay dem moo amaa gaay free up bi.
Yeah, come li nga wax there is a lot of things that is surrounding the national team, but to make this clear, it is not because we are scared to talk, because we are all Gambians. When it comes to our national team, we are going to give our support, and we're going to make sure that we keep it real until after we put postmortem to say, okay, we think we could have done better in X, Y, and Z. In that way, it could help us to prepare more. Because the biggest problem we had in our football is dissemination of information to the general public. And you give people opportunity to speculate, to say things.
Absolutely.
And Gambia, it's a small country. Then you want to understand Lulu.
Sorry, doguma la sare. Habib lu mu wax make na sense trop because sa place su gañu ba pare yow nga list ko ci sa 25 man list bi. Yow da nga war a def inquiry pour nga xam ndax dëgg la am na injury wala amut injury nga jox information because gis nañ fi dibi Sadio Mané am injury Bayern ñëpp gis nañ boobu noonu am na injury waaye Sénégal di den bàyyiñ ko noonu yóoni nañ nit ñi ñu dem foofu noonu pour check ko xam exactly lu xew ñu nekk di communicate di general public ba at the latter end ñu wax nit ñi ne du ko mun a miig waaye ñun suñ gars yi luy seen problème yi duñ jox information yow sa plat dañ laa wax ne rek gaañu na rek nga bàyyi ko noonu doo joxe information dara ñeneen ñi ngay wax sax Youssou Ndiaye gaañut waaye man through live sports apps luñ fa binda mooy ne gaañu na moo tax ñu sopp ko so man I'm going to go with that one because my federation didn't give me any information lu ma mun a téye ba pare gisuma Bovista their Facebook page ñu binda comme Youssou Ndiaye gaañu na waaye according to live scores gaañu na moo tax ñu sopp 86 minutes lañ ko génne ci game bi
loolu laa bëgg a reiterate. It is important to understand that dissemination of information to the public is important. Bena, the more in the more, do make people the opportunity to speculate things because we're hearing from the right people. It's very normal. It is not the responsibility of the federation pour player do but it is their responsibility to tell people that leave more hell. People have to know whatever is happening in our national team. That's why we have a media officer. We had a media department with the national team. What is not happening is not happening. Just tell the public. Simple and straightforward. And I think that's the area that we didn't know what to discuss that. And then I think right now you focus onto the game itself. Crunch game. Mali is at 6 points. Gambia 3 points. Congo, I think they're on 3 points as well. South Sudan on 0 point. How significant is this game against Mali?
It's basically the defining fact. Mun na mo define sun soon qualifiers to Ivory Coast. It might be the turning point. It might also not be. So it depends. Because, for example, if we cannot win Mali in 2 games, and Congo happens to beat South Sudan in both legs, so meaning Congo are going with 9 points. So we will be where we are. 3. You understand? We still have a chance to grab 9 points. Why it might also depend on goal difference or head-to-head. You understand? Because Congo possibility winning South Sudan home and away, it will give them 9 points. Suñu Mali winning home and away, we still remain with 3 points. God forbid. So what am I emphasizing? The best thing man luma expect more. At least when you share the points with Mali, share the points more. If we lose to them in Bamako, so guys ñëwé Morocco ñu win leen. Su ko defee mu nekk 3 points. We will ñun dañoo am 6 points. Ñun dañoo am 6 points. Even to Congo winning South Sudan at home and away, ñoom 9 la ñoo am. So ñun we still have 2 games to go yoo xam ne suñ ko winee dañoo qualify. So why li nga xam ne mooy di risk mooy suñu mënta jël good points from Mali and then Congo win boo xam ne duñu advancé. So I think this Mali game home and away will be tough, especially the first leg, because if you go to Mali and ask them right now, all that they will tell you, we are going to win Gambia, because Lindef guys it's still lingering in their mind. You know, going into AFCON, they're coming to win Gambia easy. It was definitely a tough game, even though they were a little bit on top, but it was a tough game for them. You draw a guy 1-1. So that's a guy. You know, so going into this game, if you go there and ask them, hey, we are going to win this Gambian team because these people are becoming stubborn. You know, so I think the pressure is also on Mali. Because going into the game, you know underdogs on paper, because Mali are on top. You know, so I think that.
Yeah, but technically, I think it's from the Gambian perspective, it is okay for us to go into the game as an underdog.
Yeah,
you know, because we have to accept the fact that Mali, as these 2 countries in terms of football, we are all at different levels.
Yeah.
You look at the Mali squad, you know, you can see, okay, you have top players playing in the top leagues in Europe. You look at the Gambian team, we will say that we had top players because we know the talent they had. We know the qualities the guy possess, and it's okay for us to go into the game with being an underdog. Well, as is mula one nga reframe li nga wax bu dee waaye home and away, because away la, because the fact that you get play on a neutral ground, you get neutral ground also
away la de du home and away
away la man dama defal loolu am nga away la lu leer la wax.
But we are looking at the possible scenarios here. So this is one game that we have. I'm not going to talk about the next return leg, because this is the next important game we had. I'm kind of more important, you know, from a technical point of view. You only focus on the next game in front of you, then you can think about the next one after that. We're playing against Mali. So, in your opinion, what do you think should be an approach? Do you think we should go in there to look for a point? Or do you think we should go there to win that game? You know, or in your own opinion, what do you think that should be the approach of the game?
Okay, Sana, jërëjëf waay. Man mom su nekkee man kese la my opinion, you know, we will go there for win. Then when we get a draw is good. Because always in football, when you go for draw, you end up losing. Always, I can mention more than 10 games, top games. You know, if they get draw, they will qualify to World Cup direct, but they end up losing because they go for draw. Yeah, you understand? So they gotta leave qualify round like no return like the Tamufa. Why if they go with this mindset, we are going there to look for draw, we will end up losing the game because you have to defend the whole 90 minutes, starting from the 1 minute up to the 90. You have to defend all and focus. So
why defend? If you have the right players to defend, you don't expect to defend for 90 minutes. If you have players, if you play players, you know, they don't have game time in their clubs. You don't expect them to defend with quality for 90 minutes.
Exactly, so at least suñ dem man my opinion suñ dem at least first 15 minutes mun nañ taxaw ñu xool Mali ñoom ban style la ñoo ñëwee, you know, then you know they pick it from there. But we all know Tom, you know, I think this part don't need for us to talk about it too much because Tom will go to defend. Tom dafa dem pour defend loolu moom kay si biti la fanaan. Tom dafa dem pour defend loolu moom kay même su nekkee sax suñ home game la dafa defend talk less of, you know, playing inside Bamako. And Mali, one thing lu ñu war a bàyyi xel tam Mali they change a coach. Mali coach bu leen yóbbu woon si AFCON bi coach boobu nekkaatut fa, you know, they bring another coach. So and they bring a lot of new players. You know, they are doing good in Europe because man, they follow African players. They follow. You know, because always I'm on live scores. You know, checking. You know, African players, which country they are from, their minutes and stuff like that. Special Mali. So they have top players. You know, so game they do easy because even the same captain, you know, Kunekari player Rennes, more same captain Rennes, they could play. Because the farm injury. Why recently I show him in their squad. So game bi daal du easy wax dëgg ba pare tam suñ bëggee qualifier moom kay comme Habib nu ko waxee suñu dóor Bamako ñu dóor gaay Morocco ba pare ñun amuñ advantage.
So in your own perspective, you think that if you were in Tom's position today, on Friday, you're gonna go in for a win, all out to win that game, right?
Yes, I will go for win, but at the same time, you know, because football monk and no the best way to defend in football is to keep the ball. If the ball is always with you,
some would say the best way to defend is to keep the ball. Some would say
yes,
if you the best way to defend is to attack.
Yeah, to keep the ball and to attack is all the same. Because if the ball is with you, you must attack with the ball, not to keep the ball and stand.
Well, there could be argument. Munga am ball, you don't still attack. You still knock the ball around, but you're keeping the ball ayeko. But I will leave it to that. I mean, that's your objective, that's your opinion. You think that if you were Tom and if you have to send a message to him, then
because lu tax ma wax la loolu sana because ñun suñ attaque bi am nañ place yoo xam ne they are fast. Musa Barrow is fast. Yaa ngi understand? So su nekkoon sa Seka Barrow mu fa boobu tam dina ñu dimbale trop because Seka Barrow also is fast.
Yeah, but you have Bambala, he's fast. You have E-boy, he's fast. You know.
Exactly. So moo tax foog ñu play du mun a teg starting 11 bi yëpp defender. So man ba pare indi na Dawda Ngom di mu indi ko rek xamal ne you know Dawda Ngom dina play si midfield boobu noonu dina feesal midfield boobu noonu ba nga foog ne you know xaw ma sax lu ma wax. The reason he bring that Dawda Ngom is for only that. So Tom suñ bëggee am dara si match bi bu mu jël defender yi too much defenders on the midfield. Because if you put too much defenders on the midfield, you know, there's no creative midfield player there. It's always going to be difficult for our forward players to get the ball and play. So Langmoy Neka use before, and they are talented, they are fast. You know, they can keep the ball. So, but if they don't have midfielders who can, you know, give them the ball, they cannot do nothing, absolutely.
Habib, what's your opinion on how do we approach Mali? Do you think we should just go for that win, or do you think we need to go with caution? Sit back and hit them on the break, or what is your opinion? Habib, you're in mute. Yeah, man, mute. Go ahead.
Sana, I think we all know Africa. Playing away is always very hostile. It's always difficult to play away, especially you are the smaller team. Man, I don't think we should go to Bamako and go all out on Mali, like to open up. Yep. No, I think home team that I'm been 5% boo xam ne is that they want to disadvantage, because the Malian fans going into the game, okay, this is Gambia, we are better than them, we have to win them. So the more Gambia hanging in the game with zeros, the far reflect on the fans. Fancy Africa, they get frustrated, especially senior player team boo xam ne they feel that they are superior. Then when they decide time of Gambia, so the more Gambia hanging, for example, you them into the game 45 minutes zeros. The moment you 45 minutes, Mohammed, there is no goal. The Malian coach will be the far talking. Number one, the far talking, the far never under pressure. Two, fancy they don't start the match because they feel no Gambia, but it's first half is goalless. So we have to hang in the game. But hanging in the game, Lord, they like a proper game plan. Proper game plan, but they like playing the right place. And one of the key moments, Mali will attack you. Lolo mom by force. But for Gambia winning a ball, what are we going to do with the ball? That Gambia will not play quick transition. Nangu ball, def 1-2 pass, you agasi Mali. So meaning
you talk
the ball.
You talk of transition. I'm gonna bring you there. Do you think we had a player that can hurt any team on transition?
Well, I was telling you, the day one a player like Modu Baro the Kosovo.
Yeah, you did.
I'm not saying he's the best among the lot, but in a particular game plan, Paysambi, I don't think there is any player that is faster than Modu Baro. The government and Mali will come on us. They send Mali. I've seen they send wing backs. They have flying wing backs. So team and flying wing backs, a player as quick as Modu Baro with a quick transition at pass, I think with his pace, Munala hot, and then we could hot Mali on the break. What senior ball be and you call pass within ourselves, then you could pass Bugao. You allow Mali to regroup and they will come and try to win the ball. So Motamayela, keeping the ball is important, but making the right pass is also important, because losing the ball in the middle of the park, sometimes we call it turnovers, it's a problem. And Gambia Junsun Timbi, sun biggest strength, nekut our defenders. Ñun better win defenders you bari. Ñun our biggest threat players are white players. So go buy a hell. Muna say bu tom oye team bi da nga gis 9 players. Da nga gis 9 players nga gis 4 players. So meaning we have more offensive players than defenders. Lum la jox moy we should be using that as a tool to get points. But soon again we want to defend like what Tom did against Ivory Coast, Cameroon, playing 9 defenders and expect to win. Because, for example, if you go to Mali and lose, I don't think any football fan with the right frame of mind can blame the coach or somebody else. Gambia they lose in Mali. Mali can beat anybody at home in Africa. So they can beat the best teams in Africa. They can beat Senegal at home. They can beat anybody at home. So Sunyu Mali winning at home, it's not the end of the world, but how are we going to approach the game? Mooy tax ñu mun a wax ne coach bi deful lu ko war. If he goes to Mali and play 9 defenders and we lose, you blame him. Don't go blame. Why should you? How can you? Because there is no player in the Malian team who is twice better than our players. The guys and players they are compete on a regular basis. Well, don't want there is no white player in the Mali who have Morgan Garau Musa Baro. No. Or Morgan Garau some of our players. We have Germanos. We have top players. But Montgomery, soon the direct approach, Munanyo hot Mali. And we have to be very, very relaxed. The boys should be relaxed. Hamne, they are playing at the highest level. It's a class. It's a good game. But so could be definitely the right thing. Montgomery, we can disturb Mali. Even if we are to lose, God forbid, in Mali, a respectable results. Like going there, a KG affair very tight. Maybe it might be, Mali might dominate the possession. Why we defend very tight, very neat, and then we hit them on the counter. Just like a similar approach a similar game that we against Angola, that 3-1 game. So by Helshana, the way Gambia approached that game, how we play, it was Hamza at best, Suleiman Mar at best. I know the new Hamza. Right now, the player they used to be in terms of fitness at but those kind of approach hit them on the counter because both goals Gambia score against Angola were on counter. The first goal and the third goal. Yeah, understand. Modu Bumo explode no be Gainel Torres. Torres now score ball. That diving header. That was a masterclass counter attack. The whole time the other goal Suleiman Mardi score. Counter V. Guy was Steve Katagola, we gained Hamza layers. No, those are Champions League goals. So Malawane, we have the players, we have the talent, but we need the tactics. And in today's game, coaches that they even decide how your team operate 100%. Fofula koji munante.
Yeah, I mean it's at this higher level, everything is clearly split out.
You might have
everything.
A coach can have a better team. But then your opponent can win you because of your opponent can outcoach you.
Yeah.
And if he outcoach you, he can win you based on tactics. Because all what you need all the best players in the world to win. No. You just need players they are competing.
You need the right balance. You need the right balance. The team need balance.
Example be is PSG. We also PSG. They have Messi, they have Mbappe, they have Neymar. They cannot do much in Europe because do you know why? So anytime they meet Bayern or a good team or Real Madrid, they're out. They're out.
They don't have the right balance.
Neymar is a better player than Vinicius Junior. More than play. Messi more than anybody play. Mbappe more than anybody play at Real Madrid. But Real Madrid will win them because of they have the balance. They have the right players to do the right job. They meet Bayern. Bayern don't have those superstars. They have cheaper Moting. They have cheaper Moting as their striker. Cheaper Moting. Paris have Mbappe. But Bayern end up winning because they have the balance. So it's not about having the best players. It's about having the players who can compete, who are playing. That is one of the reasons when we saw Coach Tom, we invite them to our team, Mota Gambian Taka. Because
read comment assist me. Because I know he
you have to post with us. You have to post the comments, Sana, as usual.
Yes, like as you said, even Timber would start. And I think I think I'm not going to say but we cannot afford to bring players in the team
Sana,
who are not fit. If we do that, it could come back to us.
Sana, those behind our football, the Sangdongs, the Ibufai, if they allow Tom to sell our country by not doing the right thing. ñoom partly, I'm sorry, partly suñ xel dafa dem si ñoom because ñoom lañ yaakaar. They have been into football all their lives.
We've been talking about structure and the importance of technical department. And I think
I'm not man du ma ba I will not forgive them for that. ñoom ku xam Sangdong ak Ibu Faye xam ne all their lives football lañ ko dunda. Those are footballing people in our country. Allowing Tom to do things yi nga xam ne is on sportsmanship bokk ci football and nobody is saying anything about it. Lolo is abomination.
No, they're saying something. They're saying something. All they're saying
no,
is...
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No, look at it.
I don't think so.
Sana waxuñ dara sana luñ wax sana. Fo musa gis gaal.
No,
I don't think so.
Lima wax mooy all they would say is decision coach bi la, which is wrong.
No. Sana, this guy kii mu ñoo gasal bamel.
We all saw it.
Look, Tom can either be a coach or mu turn to be an agent. You understand? Su bëggee wutal players club. Man, I don't have any
coach agent la de coach agent la. He
should not use our national team to showcase, to give players chance. Hey, yo, so munta jay players in the whole of AFCON. Whole AFCON mun la utal can team. One of the best midfielders mu ngi ni ba léegi nekku di play. Jakwa. You understand? Yo, so munta utal players in team after the AFCON, whereby they perform really well. Nga bëgg use qualifiers. The indie players yoo xam ne you are bringing them purposely to put them on the map or to add something positive on their resume. You understand? It's not correct. It's not correct. And the authorities in the Gambia, they are part of the problem.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
But here's the whole thing. When Satan them Yahoo, at the end of the day, they will still put the blame on the coach, forgetting that they should know. They know better. They should know better that these are not things that are right, and they want to put the blame on the coach.
You think? Look. You think Senegal? How many players you play in the third division in France?
Of course, they did.
Why did Aliou Cissé have to go to Teungueth? Mu pick a player boo xam ne is one of the best left back in the Senegalese league. Ba pare mu ngi woon ci CHAN team bi win ko bi. That's what you do. Aliou Cissé su bëggoon a all player bu nekk in France or Belgium third division, the Senegalese people will say no. Hell no. Do I remember Ghana, better player wouldn't play in the fourth tier in English football. Mom la guy they can begin no. They said no, and coach bi dafa am pour anier. You know ko bala nga a player play in the you rather call a player from the Ghanaian league than somebody playing fourth tier football in England. It's not all about in Europe. It's about playing and performing. So man, su gaay baye Tom muy def lu ko ne.
Habib doguma la sala jëlal exemple like Salif Ciss lu play yep ci African Cup of Nations. Every match he played, best player, best halfback in that AFCON, win cup bi ñew ñaaka team between ñaaka team like Aliou Cissé yobut ko. So ñun lu tax ñuy wax ne experience. Suñ team bi kana fa gana am experience than Salif Ciss.
Salif Ciss was in the African best 11 after the AFCON.
After the AFCON, but World Cup didn't go because ñaaka na team.
Ay, falam.
So why Tom di indi that Ismaila Jum koku Portland team ba sen reserve team fofu la nekk nekkul di play fofu ta. Reserve team la nekk Portland team. Ku mënta play MLS League foo xam ne place suñ play de sona foofu lañ dee dem retire yow mënuloo play foofu at the age of 28 years yaa ngi play Portland team ba seen reserve team kooku deserve pour ñu oo ko suñu national team ñu wante dëgga
and it was this same coach ku ñu waxoon ne Steve mu ngi China but he end up picking Noha Marong playing in Bangladesh. Hypocrite la fenkat la. Very inconsistent.
Okay. Didn't reserve that side of it until after Ramadan, inshallah. So now that the stage is set, we're all ready for Mali. I want you to give me your predicted lineup. Who do you think, in your opinion, is going to be in terms team?
Man suma starting prediction starting 11 nga buga wala numa fok tom no lay play.
Well, yo, in your own opinion, because we don't want to Tom. While Tom Mujel, Limo Jel, I just want to bring in your.
Man can suma starting 11 suma prediction mo indi hamna tom du play bobu way.
Who do you
man
do you go?
Okay, so man my play team. I will put Toldo on the goal. I play Omar Koli and Noha Sonko. Central defense, Janko Sedi si right bi, Touré Ibu Touré on the left, ma am Alfousseni ak Bambalay and Hamza.
Okay.
Ma am Ibrahima Koli, Musa Baro, Torres.
Oh, that's a strong team. So you think that Jamano should start on the bench?
Yes, man. Man might take starting 11. Jamano will start on the bench. Because Ibrahima Koli la take benen LB ma take Musa Baro si benen LB Torres mu start. Hamza with Alfousseni because Alfousseni is a holding midfield player, I think. But I know Tom do play no because Tom dafa indi Dawda Ngom si midfield bobu non so itu samu indi Boubacar Sané si midfield.
Tom your opinion and then you pick your team and Tom is going to
Ma wala dara lutam muy o Dawda Ngom always. Ma ko wala bu ma ko wax lutam muy o Dawda Ngom always with the team or without the team.
Reserve lolu.
No.
Abula je kana wori. Nyaka si wala.
Nyaka si wala.
I mean, who do you want, in your own opinion? Who do you think that would deserve to start in the team come on Friday?
Oh, I think the back for me, basically the pick Boba in terms of class experience at current form. So it's Omar Koli captain as for sure, Noah Sonko for sure, and Sedi Nyanko.
Ibu Touré.
Lolo mom is as easy as F9. Lolo the Holer. And then
goal.
Yeah. Goal. We still gonna stick with the number one so far.
Baboucarr
will play. Pogba has to play. Alfousseni Diarra. Anko has to play. I'm picking it based on what I've seen right now in camp, place in camp. I would have a different outlook if all the players were intact. But for now, the one that I must set some of the players accent playing time. I've checked that. So a lot of them I'm gonna put into consideration playing form because man Lola they emphasize. So I would say anymore for me play because we need a defensive midfielder for Hamne.
It's combative.
It's combative. So I would say all day he will play. So I'm gonna go with Alassane Mane and Jamano in front. So I think we need somebody to calm the game, control pass, slow passes, slot passes. So Mane can do that. So Mane will be in front of Alfousseni, and then I will have Jamano as the number 10 player, to connect from the midfield to the attack, and then I will have as Sol have it. I will have Ibrahima Koli and Musa Baro in my team. I can have that. I can also have Torres as the lead striker. Depending also on the game or on the balance of the game, because I am very, very, very much thinking about Musa Baro being also sometimes playing in the D, because Musa is very, very good with his long range shots, and based on the look of the game, Sana, suma xoolee game bi ma gis ne Gambia nekkuñ di am more of possession going forward. At one point, I could switch switch the game. Magene Jamano out in the left. But it's based on the game because you sometimes you use the strength of Musa in terms of shots, outside shots. And Gomnane, so make the play around that D area. So I may open shots 1, 2, 3. Munna more score from that range. While no dafa based on this, nek ne Gambia neku the ambol lu bari. If we are defending too much, come neku the am possession. I could put Jamano out in the left. Madugal Musa si digi field bi, just in case one or two missed passes, he can score. He can score. But the two midfielders they have to be there. Al-Husseini have to be there, and then Moro have to be there because he is one of the players he's playing on a consistent basis. So I don't think it's fair to put him on the bench. Going into the game, we need players who are sharp and they are at their best. And Moro is at his best. Defensively, Alfu can give you a cover. So we need a cover in that defense.
I mean, you have Pogba.
Don't be surprised if you see Daudangom in that midfield. Don't be surprised if you see Daudangom in that midfield. Don't be surprised.
Tom, there is nothing on earth that Tom can surprise me because we all have seen it all.
Okay,
all
right. I want to clear this. I mean, I will agree. Pogba make an ankle play in front of the defense just to give the defense protection because Munna in the two things. You know, you're going to feel that aerial presence in him because Njola Tamit, and then he can definitely give you a lot on that. And combatively, he's a player who is very, very, very combative. Munna win ball because he could pass. He's a very good passer of the ball. That I know because I have worked with Pogba, you know. But here's the thing: you want to play with 4-2-3-1. You want to play 4-2-3-1, or you just want to play 4-4-3 diamond?
You know you can have this 4-3-3, so-called 4-3-3 on paper, right?
It is.
Right?
With the little I know in terms of formation, it is more effective when you are defending. You know, but when you're moving forward, it depends on the situation on the situation on the pitch. Because
that's
at
why
some point you can have a centre back going as a striker. But like I said, every specific area has responsibilities. I'm not coach Johamne they're very they're very direct. Every player has to play in your position. You cannot leave your position to go somewhere else. Okay? There are other coaches who will give the freedom of mobility to players, move from one edge to another, just to try to open up the defense. You know, but we have a stagnant team Bohane. A defense Bohane is going to be stagnant. That I know. And we're going to have a midfield Bohane. We shouldn't give a lot to Mali in terms of opening ourselves up. Because that's going to be really, really hard for us. But I think it's important to close. You want to play with two box-to-box midfielder, or you just want to play with one?
No, I'm gonna. So defensively, the team have to be disciplined. Like if we are out, a player can be out of position on a defensive tag. Maybe the team might be going forward, and we lose the ball somewhere. In those circumstances, the nearest player has to do the pressing. The nearest player has to do the defending. So meaning, when it comes to defending, every player has a role to play in terms of having the numbers behind the ball. In this kind of game,
I have to be direct here. Maxi said, this is where corruption starts. This corruption starts from the analysis, and he went on to say, yes, the midfield should be Al-Husseini, Alassane, and Ablai without corruption. So we are only giving our opinion. And
but what he said? Oh yeah, Alfu and who?
No, I think he was referring to a comment made by Saul about his team that should start. You know, but he thinks but I'm a opinion. That is the beauty of this platform. We are very democratic.
But that's my midfield. I choose that midfield.
No. Bala, this comment came. Bala Yonganyo. I think he is deferring to what Saul said, which is normal.
Yeah, but my midfielder, man, buma, like my opinion. You know?
Which is
It's just an opinion. They have to understand.
So you give her German, you give her who?
No, dapat drop Jama, no.
Al Husseini, Hamza, and Bambalai.
Bambalai.
No, but analysis, we are not the coaches, so you cannot call that
exactly. They have to understand that too, you know.
Look, let me tell him, Maxi, we are not JFF's boys. You have to understand that. In fact, we are not on their good books. Just to make it clear, we are more with the players than anybody. We support Gambia and we defend Gambia. Pundits will always differ on team selection. That has nothing to do with corruption. We are not in contact with any player who will give us a euro or dollars. We are not. We will always speak our mind, but we cannot be in the same page. Me and so we have.
Sorry, mina more than text. I can't information dollar deal now.
So we are done for the day because we only have an hour session.
Okay, then after we can have a conference call. I will share the information with you guys.
So, Mom, he's saying the forward should be Musa Barrow and also Modu Barrow. Mom, how many is that? Modu Barrow is not even
Barrow is not in the camp. How?
So this is the problem. Mom, I mean, he is going more of sentiment.
Yeah. Guys, getting in this. Thank you very much. Habib has other commitments. We decided to have just 1 hour.
Yes. I would say here.
Also use this opportunity. They break.
But why should we take break for the whole of Ramadan? That's too much.
Okay, we will still continue our Friday.
No, before the return leg, we see Ramadan la moneka. So after first leg, we don't know if the lunges new work.
No, sir.
On Friday, we will be here on Friday after the game.
After Ndogu, right? Because I'm not or mom guy
we will continue having our normal show on Fridays. You know,
absolutely.
And then focus because league did not continue, and then we will still have a lot to talk about.
Guys, and for some of the guys here, I will be with Ras Judah on Scorpion TV. 8 o'clock Gambian time. Talk about Gambian football as well. That is in fact that is one of the reasons why we come today a little bit more earlier, because that program was earlier scheduled before this one. So Maxi Daha,
right.
yes.
All right, guys. So bye bye.
Ban Maxila.
I don't know. Maxi Daha is commenting. He said Modu Barrow, Ali and Modu.
Modu Barrow neko si kam. Ali neko si kam. Nakala nyople.
Even Ali is not yet at the camp, my brother.
Kuna si kam. Nakala mople.
All right, guys.
Thank you.